Mm-hmm.
And we are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports Report. And we are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports Report. I am your host, Brian Barnaby. And let's just say the boys are back in town.
She got away, never to say. She can't joke, she don't know what to do.
She's gotta go. Bye. I know that you love this flow. We just chillin', we just villains. We just chillin', we some villains.
I leveled up, get the ammo and I stick it up. I ride with shots on the top of shots. I bust the clip and I let it dip. I make it poop, make it explode. Touch your toes, hit your nose. Can you touch your toes?
We are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports Report. It's Barnes, it's Tony.
Yo, dude.
And it's Renee. What's going on?
Freaking way, man. I'm enjoying this Monday. Struggling maybe a little bit. Who knows? Renee laughing.
You hanging in over there, Renee?
Hello.
And that's all we're going to have from Renee for today.
But we do have some comments already off the rip. Stand with Kyrie says, hey, guys, what's up, man? And he also says your thoughts on the Kyrie protest at the Barclays Center today.
Wasn't aware of the Kyrie protest.
Was not aware, and I hope everyone's peaceful. That's all I can say.
Peaceful is good, dude.
Yeah, peaceful protesting. And Main Magic Mike says trouble is back. The old elbow cough. Thoughts? I'm not sure what he actually meant there.
It's funny because the elbow cough is actually an emoji. Because the other day when I wasn't on the show, I was commenting on it. I commented like the emoji of the elbow cough, and it comes up elbow cough, not like the actual emoji.
Oh, okay.
Which is really dumb.
So basically, you could say, "Let's go, Brandon."
Yeah.
Why not?
Pretty much, dude.
But that being said, obviously it's a Monday. Okay. Your thoughts on the MLB
lockout on December 2nd.
Let's wait for that for our baseball segment.
Wow,
But let's start first in the world of the National Football League.
Juju Smith-Schuster is blown up. It is caught. DeAndre Hopkins.
Do not stand up with that man and let him just throw you out of the club.
On its way. It bounces off the crossbar, and it's good.
Oh my goodness is right. And all I have to say, in quoting the great Michael, Trevor Williams, dude.
Love to see it.
But honestly, the week that was, week 7 in the NFL, obviously one more game tonight. But yesterday, the Giants, Tony, 25-3 over the Carolina Panthers. Sam Darnold's return to MetLife. Were you shocked at this one?
Yeah, dude, a little bit, to be honest. I kind of thought Sam Darnold would maybe show up a little bit more. I know he's kind of, came out pretty hot first 3 games, I think, through 1 interception.
3-0?
Yeah, 3-0. Now he's thrown 7 since then.
Yes.
So definitely slippery slope. I'm sure maybe Jets fans not only happy, but possibly, used to the Sam Darnold they're seeing now. So, I mean, it is what it is. Giants, Daniel Jones looking like an athlete on Sunday, making one-handed catches, no turnovers, pretty big. So yeah, dude. I mean,
but a little weak going with a play designed from a division rival in the Philadelphia Eagles because the Philly special is the play that he caught.
Right.
Pass on.
But isn't that wasn't it originally a Patriots play to begin with anyway?
I mean, they called it the Philly special.
Yeah. Well, I guess whatever, dude.
But
it's totally fine. Hey, man, plays play. They're up for grabs. No one has this trademark.
You're right.
Come on.
You're right. Definitely right. So, I mean, the Giants, they needed a win in the worst way. And to win by 20-plus points, I mean, who would have thought they would do that in any game this season?
Mm-hmm.
And then, Mike is saying, looks like it was a combo of Gase and Darnold or just the Jet uniform, honestly. At this point, we'll get to the game in a second. But obviously, I think we could tell Darnold is just never going to be the guy we thought he was.
Yeah, it's a shame. I mean, I'm not being a sympathizer with Darnold at this point, obviously people know how I feel about him. I was pretty hyped about him doing well this season. And you can talk about how, offensive line isn't very good. You would have thought the defense would have shown up a little bit better on Sunday without having McCaffrey, obviously pretty huge, not really laying down that run game. But still, yeah, they'll I think they'll be fine once they get those reinforcements back from injuries and everything like that. But at this point, you have to rely on your quarterback, on your leader to kind of hold it down until then. And Sam Darnold just isn't doing that.
Yeah, because I think I talk about this all the time. And unfortunately, over the last few years, it always revolves around the Jets. Just the fact that you could not win a game, but just show toughness and fight and just show some glimpses. And it's just Sam Darnold, the last 4 games isn't showing any of that.
Yeah, he got pulled on Sunday, too.
Yeah, for PJ Walker, who would have been the XFL MVP had the season been able to run its full course. 3 of 14 through the air. There's Desean Watson rumors. He does have the no trade clause. Everyone says he wants to go to Miami, so I don't know if that'll happen or not.
How do you feel about picking up Watson if you were a team owner? Because they asked me the whole situation.
That's the annual Mike hit. But that's honestly what I think, because
it stinks.
You cannot give up tons of assets for something that's unsure. Because what if he never plays it down? The NFL again, you go 2 firsts, this player, that player, a 5th. So I think you have to let it play its course unless you can get him pennies on the dollars. And if the Miami Dolphins want to give up a 1st and a 5th, at this point. You want to throw in Tua, but the Texans don't even want him.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. I don't think Tua is that good, but also I don't think he's that bad either. And I think it's unfair. They're already putting him in the Sam Darnold conversation. I would take him any day over Sam Darnold.
Yeah, no, that's very true. But from the Dolphins standpoint, I still wouldn't get rid of him because then, who else do you have if Watson ends up, being a dud at that point?
Oh, yeah. No, but they're just done with him. That's what everyone's saying. A lot to be determined there. So you look at the Giants, they get their second win here. The defense stepped up, 6 sacks and a pick. That's always a, recipe for a win here. So they will get the Kansas City Chiefs in Kansas City next week, Monday Night Football. And the Chiefs yesterday got absolutely smacked by the Titans. 3-4 through 7 games. They're going to be hungry. So obviously tough spot for the Giants, but if somehow they're able to win that game, I think that would really speak volumes. The chances of that happening though, I feel like are 0, but hey, we'll see what happens. I would have said the chances of the Chiefs not making the playoffs, starting 3-4, getting embarrassed back-to-back weeks for 0 too. So I guess anything can happen at this point.
You never know.
And speaking of anything that can happen, how about yesterday, the New England Patriots 54. That's not a typo, Tony. 54-13 over the Jets. And of course, that wasn't the worst part. Zach Wilson injured in the second quarter. And as Stan with Kyrie says, Zach Wilson is out 2 to 4 weeks with a sprained PCL. And he asks, is Zach too small for the NFL?
It's funny that that's kind of been brought up now. And obviously you never wish any type of injury on anyone. But, that was honestly one of my biggest concerns after week 1 when he was getting hammered in the pocket. So, I think, we're kind of seeing, what is potentially going to happen to him. Obviously, him being as small as he is. However, 2 to 4 weeks isn't crazy. I feel like, especially in terms of knee injuries, the PCL is I guess, not as
better
serious.
Than the ACL.
Or even the MCL, So, I don't know. It's tough, dude. Obviously, any quarterback could get injured at any point, any player, I guess, at that point, really. But, he definitely needs a little bit more protection because of his size, for sure. I think that definitely plays a role. Obviously, these defensive linemen are huge bodies. And, getting a clean hit on him like they did and everything, it's only a matter of time, I feel, until he does get seriously injured.
Yeah, but I think with the whole, just from a size aspect, not about who's around him. Kyler Murray is way smaller than him. So I think there's no such thing this day and age. It used to be back in the day of being too small, but it's like, how are you going to protect him? And I thought, you have Mekhi Becton, who's been injured, between the first round pick, Vera Tucker, between Dotson, who they got from the Washington football team. So the offensive line would be decent, but it's like, he has no time. He makes the wrong decisions. And it's just like 54-13. Especially to New England, who has only beaten the Texans other than the Jets this year. They've talking about it all day on the radio. I mean, I think it speaks to lack of effort when it comes to the New York Jets here.
Yeah, I think so. I think the stat was first time since '95 the Jets have given up 54 points. And you bring up Kyler Murray, but the one thing to point out about Murray is that he's way more evasive than Zach Wilson. Zach Wilson doesn't really have that because, of course, you think small quarterback, a little bit more shifty. Which, I mean, he is. We've seen some of his moves this season, but I mean, he definitely doesn't have that evasiveness compared to Murray. But yeah, dude.
What do you think? Mike says, is Minshew mania coming to New York? I mean, I would welcome it. I mean, for now, they're going to go with Mike White, the former Western Kentucky quarterback. I wouldn't hate it, honestly. I really wouldn't. But I don't know if the Eagles want to trade him.
I think, it's going to be tough. I think Jets. I mean, honestly, I think they put themselves in a tough position in terms of putting all of their chips on the table with Zach Wilson and not really I mean, their backup White. I mean,
26-year-old.
I was looking him up.
The Cowboys.
Yeah, for the Cowboys.
Really
played at many different colleges. I think he went to like 4 different schools.
Yes, ended up at Western Kentucky at the end.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know. I think kind of bad team management on their part for not having like maybe a little more of a reliable, maybe more of a veteran kind of backup QB or something like that. So maybe Minshew is a good idea to explore.
But it's just I know when you're talking about a situation like this that is very, very bare. I mean, one of the worst situations we've seen ever in the NFL, the way the Jets have been offensively last couple of years. I just can't tell. Like, I guess it's a combination, but it's like, if you had, I don't know, Russell Wilson in here, like, would they be able to score? Like, is it all on the quarterback, or do you think it's just every aspect just doesn't check a box? So that's why they're just so inept when it comes to scoring.
Yeah, I think maybe a little bit of both. I mean, you talk about, what type of position, like quarterback puts his team in, for just in general, for how much opportunity the quarterback creates for the team. Having Zach Wilson in there, not kind of creating those opportunities, it has a trickle down effect with, I think, how everyone else plays.
Yeah.
So having Russell Wilson in there, with his playmaking abilities, honestly, just the name alone, I would imagine would pump up the rest of the team, the fans, everyone pretty much. So I would imagine that, having him would definitely improve the play for sure.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I guess I'm just baffled because I thought they made some pretty good moves.
Right.
I mean, Corey Davis has looked fine. I mean, it's like he's got to get the ball. He caught a touchdown. I mean, so he's not the problem. So I guess, obviously the defense here let up, but I don't know. And I think, Matt LaFleur, Mike LaFleur, Matt LaFleur's brother, he's the offensive coordinator, first time head coach with Saleh, so some of the blame has to fall on them. But I mean, it's like, so the Patriots are a team that don't even have a good offense. You're going to host the Cincinnati Bengals next week, who dropped 40 on the Ravens on the road yesterday. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's like, but it can't get worse. So it's like, what?
Yeah, I guess, I don't know. I think, especially in terms of the Patriots, I think Bill Belichick really, I said,
my God,
wanted to make an example out of the New York Jets. I mean, they were calling trick plays. I feel like every single play they ran at practice in the book, they wanted to try it out in the Jets, and obviously we're succeeding. I guess it can't get any worse, I suppose.
But the Bengals are
the Bengals, team. I know, are a better team, so you'd imagine make another example out of them.
Can Barnes, it can get a lot worse.
But it's tough too. You talk about LaFleur with being part of the coaching staff. I mean, I feel like they did a pretty also not really a great job with surrounding Saleh with other veteran guys as well.
First time,
So you have a bunch of first timers. Who really is helping him out in terms of making head coaching decisions, who has that, voice of reason, that wisdom, that elderly wisdom that comes from experience. Nobody really. So I think that's also possibly another issue with the Jets, dude.
The owner, the general manager. Are we talking about the New York Mets here? I mean, this
sounds
is
like
ridiculous. So, I mean, I guess, honestly, I will say, I mean, I think in no way they're going to win next week, but I do think we will see at least a better effort here. And I don't know, maybe Mike White, relishes the opportunity, maybe throws a couple scores.
He said he was very excited. He was making the best of it, I believe, was his soundbite.
But we've also seen, Joe Flacco, Trevor Siemian, come into this role over the past couple of years.
Right.
Hasn't worked out well. So all I could say is, you know, I look forward to another high draft pick this year. So, you know, gotta make the most of that. And obviously, the Seahawks keep losing. That'll be a big part. But it's like, ooh,
Are you sour with Wilson now? Is that it?
I
dude?
mean, it doesn't feel good. You know, I mean, it definitely reminds me of, you know, the thing
Wow,
that sucks
dude.
is, I mean, it's even a worse start than Sam Darnold, actually.
Have the tides have changed?
But
oh,
I do think, though, like you said, variety of factors. So let's see a really solid team around him.
It's funny that you're saying variety of factors, though, because that's also what they said with Sam Darnold.
Yeah, right.
So
No. This is what I'm saying. You know, percentages, odds, Tony. More often than not, I'm gonna say I do believe if the situation improves around him, he'll be okay. Am I a little nervous? I mean, yeah, a little bit. Just because, like I said, you could be a terrible team, but if you're a good quarterback, you still have those moments, and we just really haven't seen too many to start the season. You know?
Yeah, certainly not, dude.
But really, though, I mean, the rookie quarterbacks, I mean, Lawrence hasn't looked that great, but he's looked better. Same thing with Jones. So I don't know. Let's see how the year finishes out.
Yeah.
Hopefully he can, you know, recover from this injury here and get back to work. But in the meantime, like I said, they'll host the Bengals next week. The Patriots on the other side. So this is their third win against 4 losses, first home win of the season. Travel to Los Angeles to play the Chargers next week. But I love all the Boston fans getting riled. It's like, you're 3-4. You beat the Texans and the Jets, and it's like, this isn't a real 54. I could argue. I don't think against any other team in the league they could score 54 points. And I know it's an indictment on the Jets. That's fine, but I'm saying it's two separate things. The Patriots are still bad, and they're still not going anywhere this year. So enjoy mediocrity, Bill. Okay, that's all I can say. Honestly, is there anything else you could add to that, Tony?
I would say you're looking up at the Patriots right now, dude.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, have fun not making the playoffs and having a draft pick around 15. That's fine. Enjoy it. Enjoy it, Bill.
Tight, dude?
No, I'm just being objective.
No, yes, very objective.
So another game, though, from yesterday, the Sunday night football game. Obviously, Al Michaels with Chris Collinsworth here in the rain from Santa Clara. And the Colts get their second straight win. Carson Wentz, you know, I mean, with the conditions, you know, didn't really get too much going through the year, only 150 yards, but he did have 2 scores. Jonathan Taylor, another big game. I mean, he's quietly putting together one of the better seasons as a running back to start the year. Second year running back from Wisconsin. So I like what this Colts team have done. Pittman, another wide receiver, you know, second year, looked good yesterday, 105 yards and a touchdown. So all of a sudden, you know, 1-4 start. Now you're 3-4. Titans next week. They're the team ahead of you in the division. So you want a shot at that. I mean, it's all right in front of you. I mean, we know what Derrick Henry brings to the table. So at least some positivity after a 1-4 start for the Colts here.
Yeah, for sure, dude. I mean, I think, you know, people were kind of counting them out to begin with after their tough start to the season. And, you know, look at a game like this, just the absolute torrential downpours.
Yes.
I mean, honestly, I haven't seen like it rain like that in a while, dude. And it also made for a really fun game to watch because you saw, you know, Wentz was dropping snaps, people were dropping passes, the ball was slippery, popping out everywhere. It's really interesting to see how a team and players kind of react to that, because it really, I mean, it changes up your entire strategy pretty much, you know, and everyone kind of plays down more like an even level because, you know, everyone's making mistakes at this point. So it was interesting. It was, you know, good to see Wentz coming out on top, honestly.
So I mean, obviously you have the conditions, you know, you have the Niners, so this ends up being their third straight loss. I mean, how do you feel about the Colts? I mean, you think they can be a playoff team?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think that the next week their game against the Titans is going to be probably their biggest test. I mean, I think that's really going to lay down, honestly, their season.
Yeah. And it's funny too because you get ahead of yourself. Obviously, the Titans have looked great the last couple of weeks, but this is the type of spot where a team you think they're unbeatable, and I could see the Colts going in there, Taylor rushing for 200 yards. So I think though they have to win this game if they want to shot at the division, because otherwise I think they'll be 3 games back, you know, at 3-5. So should be interesting. And then, you know, on the other side, the Niners, you know, after a disappointing year last year, the Garoppolo injuries, he's hurt again. He comes back, you know, doesn't play a great game. Obviously, we talk about the conditions, but at the end of the day, the San Francisco 49ers are 2-4. and then they got Lance waiting in the wings. He hasn't looked great, coming into games. I mean, it's tough to make it what of the 49ers right now. I think they're in a tough division. They're probably going to finish last in the division. I mean, I guess they're not going to make the playoffs.
Yeah, probably not. I mean, you pretty much said it. Regardless of the conditions, I mean, they don't really seem like a strong team. I think Kyle Shanahan is a little questionable at this point. In terms of his coaching calls. It's pretty funny. I was listening a little bit on ESPN radio. That seemed to be a big topic of discussion, and many people calling in were really defending him. But at the end of the day, like what really, how much success has he really had with the 49ers?
Yeah, I mean, you went to one Super Bowl, you blew a fourth quarter lead.
Right.
And then you've only been good when Jimmy Garoppolo has been on the field. You've been terrible without him. And then, you lose a game like this last night. So I don't know. It just seems like it's been a lot of backpedaling, since that Super Bowl appearance. So it'll be interesting to see. I mean, Lance hasn't looked great when he's played either. I mean, Deebo Samuel, I like him. Mitchell, the young running back, had over 100 yards and a touchdown yesterday. Defense is still pretty solid, but it's funny you talk about questionable coaching decisions. I mean, I think Shanahan will meet his match next week in Chicago with Matt Nagy. So I mean, there's a must-win game already. Week 8 for the Niners.
Yeah, I think obviously make for good football. Must-win games always do. But I mean, Chicago Bears, they're also 3-4, right?
Yeah.
So it's like,
we got
be able to
doors blown off by Tampa yesterday.
So,
Nagy has caught a lot of slack, just not being a good coach, and kind of think this will be his last year. I mean, we'll see how they finish. But I just heard something interesting before we get to the Monday night game here. Justin Fields, the quarterback, he's been known as a dual threat, running. Do you know the last 2 games, 0 design run plays for him? I mean, I think that's unacceptable.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense at all. Really.
A guy who's a rookie, he's still getting comfortable with passing. I mean, have him play to his strengths and go to the outside and not have one play. That's why I just think Matt Nagy is not. Yeah,
it's kind of weird. I mean,
future coach of the Bears.
Do you think the strategy there is to not necessarily design the running play, but just to know that he has it? So if he needs to roll out, he just runs anyway. But
right. But you still, some option stuff and just all different options you can do where you're going to hand it off, reading the defense. I mean, you got to do stuff like that. So sometimes, I think teams aren't innovative enough, Tony. These certain words just seem to get me. I don't know what it is, but innovative. And the thing that actually made me think of this is the fact that, like, the New York Jets, for instance, been a terrible team in the past 3, 4, 5, whatever many years you want to say. But it's like, have they ever been innovative? You know what I mean? And just doing the trick plays and the formations. How come we haven't tried that? Why is it so hard? I guess guys are just stuck in their ways.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I think it's kind of tough in terms of that. I mean, they don't really have their fundamentals down, the Jets, that is. So it's like, at this point, why,
I know, but there are some talent. I think receiver. I mean, Corey Davis, I think, is good. And then the rookie Elijah Moore gets the rushing touchdown yesterday. Right. I mean, I think just utilize those guys. I mean, you have to do them from the Wildcat. Like, just instead of like, we're going I formation, HB dive the first 2 plays, and then throw a 5-yard out, and then it punt. You know what I mean? It's just like, you got to mix it up.
No, yeah, you're totally right. But, I don't know.
It's the Jazz.
String along a nice few drives first, and then throw in.
I don't remember when the last time. I guess the Ryan Fitzpatrick year was the last time we could see drives, dude. The
drives, dude.
There is no drive. That's the problem.
Just like me right now, dude.
You really that tight?
No drive, dude.
I feel like this is Friday all over again. Remember? Just want to get out of here. Sakara.
Oh, yeah, dude. Well, that's because you're hungry. Although I'm a little hungry, but just.
Yeah. But hey, we're moving along.
We're moving.
Solid
we're
pace
moving,
here.
dude. Putting together a few nice drives now.
Yeah, exactly.
As we drive into Monday Night Football, dude.
Monday Night Football. 3-2 Saints come in 4.5-point favorites here at the Seattle Seahawks. This game 8:20 on ESPN. And the Saints coming off the bye. Seahawks coming off a couple disappointing losses here, losing 3 or 4. We know Russell Wilson is out until week 10. And, I mean, the numbers don't jump off the page at you, but I've liked what Jameis Winston has done to start this year. I mean, he doesn't even have 1,000 yards passing. He has 892, but 12 touchdowns, 3 interceptions for a guy who his last full season as a starter threw 30 interceptions. So I've seen some growth, in Sean Payton's offense. And I think the key for him, he's still waiting on Michael Thomas to come back, is to just get the ball to Alvin Kamara as much as you can. He's clearly the best receiver, running back on the team. I really think that's the key to success here for the Saints. And I think the sky is the limit. Jameis Winston, a former Heisman winner, first overall pick, national champion in college. I think he could be a really, really good quarterback.
Yeah, I think you're totally right. And LASIK eye surgery, Barnes.
Are you buying it, though, that it's made the difference up to this point?
Yeah, I think so. Along with other things, I'm sure that he's worked on in terms
coaching,
of mechanics, coaching, obviously. But dude, if you can't see well, like, how are you going to be a quarterback? So I would imagine it's literally night and day. But yeah, dude, I really don't think the Saints should have much of an issue here. You're talking about Alvin Kamara, even Deontay Harris, I think, is also a receiver to look at as well. And if you look at the Seahawks, they have their tools. They have DJ Metcalf, they have Lockett, Alex Collins, their running back, pretty good.
Right, but then you also have
Geno Smith.
Not Canelo, but
no,
Smith.
Geno Smith cannot get over that hump, I don't think. So, I don't know, dude. I can't see the Seahawks really having a whole lot of success here.
It's just the only – so I agree with you. I just – you know what I mean? Just sometimes I just try to be creative with thoughts and not just be, okay, this team is better, they win, this, that.
Right.
If you had to, what would happen for the Seahawks to win this game?
Dude. I think Winston would have to have a bad game, giving up like 4 interceptions. Maybe a fumble. Dude, those interceptions maybe would have to include a couple pick sixes as well. Maybe the defense scoring a lot of points for the Seahawks here, because I really couldn't imagine Geno Smith is going to be throwing many touchdown passes. And I guess rely on Alex Collins.
Yeah. Collins has had a good start. Let's see. They are saying, okay, so even though he has the questionable tag, he will play tonight. And he's coming off a good game.
Collins.
Last week he had over 100 yards in the score. So I would say running game, and then it's just like getting the ball in space to Lockett and Metcalf. That's the only shot. I would imagine, you got to do very short passes, because I think Geno slinging it down the field. Saw that too many times with the Jets. That's not going to work. And, another name to look out for here for the Saints side of things, Marquez Callaway. I think he's averaging 17 yards a catch.
Wow.
So he's been a deep threat, kind of taking over the undrafted, I think, second-year player here. But I think that the Saints, they want Winston to take another step forward here. So I would imagine maybe, he's been barely even getting like 200 yards passing. Like if he goes for 300 yards here, maybe 100 for Kamara, 50 out of the backfield. And I think Geno kind of looks like Jameis Winston from a couple years ago, maybe 3 interceptions. I think 31-10. I don't even think they won't even have a pulse at home, a place where they've historically played well, but it's like Russell Wilson, Geno Smith, and I think that's the game right there.
I'm going to second that. 31-10. Let's see it, dude.
Let's see it. And the Mannings will be on the call.
I was just going to ask. Yes.
Stand with Kyrie says they're back on TV Monday Night Football.
A couple of weeks off.
In a game that might not be too close, competitive. Why not? And he's asking who making the calzones. I don't quite.
Are we making the calzones? Because I don't know.
I would love some calzones.
A calzone.
Wow.
Right now.
Did you hear someone?
Renee, you're here?
Oh my gosh. I haven't had a good calzone in a while.
Yeah, me either. I actually kind of forgot about calzones. So thank you, Stand with Kyrie, and calzones tonight.
Are we getting calzones tonight?
Maybe.
Favorite type of calzone?
Just your basic calzone.
No
filling. No.
Just cheese.
Yeah.
Wow.
You
got like a topping, Renee.
No,
the calzone.
I second what Tony said.
Yeah.
What?
Well, when you're in the tri-state area and the getting is as good as it is there, dude, you don't really need any other thing.
I always loved sausage and pepper calzone.
No,
really
it's very good, dude.
Chicken parm calzone can be good.
Chicken
Buffalo
parm.
Chicken calzone.
No, that's where you'll lose it, dude.
We know what it is. It doesn't matter if it's calzone, it's pizza, it's a sandwich, or an omelet. I just always have liked as much in it as possible, topping wise. different flavors.
I mean, that makes sense, with someone coming from Connecticut. The bread in the calzone and the pizza is really what gives it the flavor. The ricotta. The ricotta.
Good thing Mary's not watching now. She would have called me out on that one.
Yeah, probably, dude. But it's your normal basic cheese calzone, dude. The bread is what makes it.
Yep. The water. We know about the New York water. And Stan with Kyrie says ham calzone.
Ham is good as well.
Yeah,
Ham's
that's
good
solid.
too.
Oh,
dude, I'm fucking starving. Right
yeah, it is going to be tough
calzone.
to not go right to get a calzone after this instead of the gym, but gonna try it, Tony. Going to give it a shot.
Where'd you get a calzone and then go to the gym?
Yeah, and then boot after. Matt's talking about sausage and peppers with roasted potatoes. Talk about a bang. I think he's right. I mean, that's
With
a good meal.
Roasted potatoes on the side of the calzone?
Yeah. I think he's just actually, I don't know, but I think he's just talking about it as a dish, like sausage.
Sausage, peppers, potatoes.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I love
Excellent.
sausage and peppers.
Excellent.
I think I'm going to go food shopping, and I think I'm going to get sausage with peppers and onions and potatoes.
Last food question before we switch gears here.
No, let's keep it going, dude.
Yeah, so we get more and more hungry and further and further away from that. Type of sausage, like in terms of hot, Italian, sweet, like where would it?
There's a nice Italian deli by my house on Staten Island, Novelli's. They have nice Italian sausage, house made, Parmesan and parsley sausage.
Sounds good.
Delicious,
honestly.
dude.
Yeah. Chicken sausage or no?
Yeah, I like chicken sausage.
Yeah, some of them are so good you can't even tell the difference, really.
Well, yeah.
Okay, but you know what I mean. Relative, Tony. Okay, like I'm just saying, it's pretty close in comparison. All right. But I think that being
whoa.
But I think that being said, I would say now is a good time to switch to the world of the National Basketball.
The Bulls LeBron James at the buzzer. He banks in the three, and the Lakers win the game.
All right. Or Michael. 110-104. The Magic beat the Knicks last night, Tony. I mean, obviously disappointing after blowing them out a couple nights ago. I mean, of course, it's one game. They fall to 2-1. I mean, Julius Randle, 30 and 16. That was nice. 8 of 24, not efficient. Derrick Rose had a nice game off the bench, 23 and 5. But the obsession with the three-point shot did him in here. 13 of 48, 27%. Looking like me in our one-on-one match to start.
That's not good, dude.
I mean, 27%. I mean, there's nothing you could even say. Right?
Damn, 13 of 48. That's a lot of attempts, dude.
Yeah. It just, but we see teams lose. Every time a team loses, I feel like you look at the box score and the percentage is close to that.
Right.
In the NBA.
I mean, yeah, man. I mean, if you can't score.
Right. And I just don't understand that. You know what I mean? It's like you saw too. Like I attempted a couple threes early against you. Right. And then I went to the basket because I was like, okay, I mean, the percentage of me making this layup is probably
23%.
No, but I'm saying 30, 40% more than a three-point shot. So it's just like when it's not working, go to that because, I mean, Julius Randle, he's good at posting up mid-range shots. Derrick Rose, we know what he does, going to the basket. So I don't know why they just were, set on that it has to be a three. You know what I mean?
I got nothing for you. I mean, obviously the game wasn't really out of their grasp, No. 110-104 isn't a crazy margin.
But they got Michael Jordaned by Terrence Ross, 22 points in the fourth quarter for the Magic. That was the difference. They just could not stop him in the fourth. And how about son of former Knick, Greg Anthony, who works for Turner, Cole Anthony, 29 points, 16 boards, 8 assists. So he was the star of the game for the Magic. And then Mo Bamba, a guy you've heard me mention to Michael, 10 and 13. I mean, a solid win. The Magic get their first victory of the season. And of course, we don't want it to be at the hands of the Knicks. But I just think, you know what? They'll get back to the drawing board. They'll recover from this one. And I'm sure Michael would say the same thing.
Yeah, I think so, dude. I mean, like he would literally say that. I think the first loss of the season is about to happen, whatever. Plenty of games to have been played this season.
Yeah.
I will say though, every loss I think the Knicks are going to have, I'm going to think of that video of all the fans outside the Garden after they beat the Celtics.
Yeah. I thought like you're good with it next. Now you're tight. Like,
No. Well, I'm just like the people, the fans,
You're
dude.
going fan calling.
Like, relax, dude.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
first game of the season, you beat the Celtics.
They're back,
like,
the Super Bowl.
What are you talking about?
Kind of like the Jets celebration after beating the Titans and then falling on their face.
Kind of like the
after.
The Jets fans all preseason, really.
I mean, Tony, you got to give it. The Jets fans at this point, everybody's delirious as can be. Come on, you know what I mean? I don't know where they are.
No, yeah,
you're
very right, dude.
It's the definition of insanity.
Mhm.
Same thing over and over and over once again, expecting the same results, of course. Knicks will get back out in the court tomorrow against the 76ers. So tough game to follow up this loss with, but I'm sure they'll be ready to go. Obviously, Simmons not going to play. So, I mean, you got a shot. Home,
dysfunction.
The crowd, Rivers, so I think it'll be a fun game.
Yeah, no, I think so too.
Looking forward to watching it.
I'll maybe watch it.
And it's a shame that Mike's not here to talk about this. The Lakers yesterday, 121-118, getting their first victory of the season, but that isn't why I wish he was here. Carmelo Anthony, 28 points, 6 of 8 from 3-point range, looking like he was 10 years younger, Tony.
Yeah, man, that's what you want, I mean, especially to see the Lakers pull out a victory after, Dwight Howard, Anthony Davis getting pretty physical, dude. Hopefully, I mean, you would think that at this point, maybe there's move past it. Bygones be bygones. You have plenty of good players on the team, plenty of egos. But yeah, dude, it was nice to see they could pull out, a good team victory. I feel.
And me and Mike have been saying it all, leading up to the season here that Melo would carve out a big role, and I think his role is to be instant offense, to give the guy, when LeBron needs to be on the bench, when AD needs to be on the bench, instant offense, very proficient 3-point shooting, and you know what? He's not going to play like a defense, but that's not why you brought him here.
Right.
So I think, that's fine. And that just the other pieces, I would like to see them gel more. And obviously the first name that comes to mind, Westbrook, 13-7, but questionable shooting percentages again yesterday. But I do think he will get it together. But I do think, there is going to come a point, like if he keeps bricking it every game, that LeBron quickly will lose his patience, kind of like me waiting for the Yankees to score after the 4th inning in a 0-0 game. I mean, is that not a good analogy, Tony?
That's the perfect analogy I think you've ever had in this show.
So, they get the monkey off their back. They win a nice game here, and it's on to the next one, and they return to action. Got actually an extended break, if I'm not mistaken here, Tony. Did you know?
I was unaware of this extended break.
Actually, it's not that extended. They're playing tomorrow, but I didn't see it. They are traveling to San Antonio, 8:30 on NBA League Pass, and an arena that I've been to, and I have to say it was a nice environment. Playoff game. The Beard, Kawhi, when he was on the Spurs still.
How is the food?
The food, pretty solid, honestly. I'd
what
say.
Are we talking nachos?
I think I went sausage and peppers. I tell you, that's that at a game. That's what I like to get. I'm not the burger. I've had too many burgers over the years. You get kind of burgered out. I know you could say, "Oh, I could always go for a good burger." I know. Looking at your face right now, you're like, "I want a fucking burger." That's what
I can always go for a good burger. Dude. Nice medium rare burger. Keep it simple: lettuce, tomato, American cheese, pickles, mayonnaise, ketchup.
It's so funny. I've like progressively got better with this. Started out growing up, just the way we did it. Honestly, I started out probably well done with the burger. Moved on to medium well for a long time. My friends chirping me left and right.
Of course.
This thing's black. How are you eating it? This and that. Settled on medium. And I don't think I'm going to move off that. I like a little pink, some more flavor. I'm good with it. But the whole rare, I don't even need to cook it. Never could understand that. Like, what is wrong with medium? That's what I don't get.
Next time you go to a nice, fancier restaurant that has hamburgers, try medium rare, dude. Tell me you don't taste the difference.
What about, as Stan with Kyrie would say, pineapple on the burger? Yes or no?
Hard no.
Would you rather, though, pineapple on the burger or pineapple on the pizza?
On the burger, I guess.
You're pretty tight. The Hawaiian pizza.
pie. Get out of town.
Oh my god. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah. I maybe I'll give it a try, but I don't know. Like the blood never like grosses you out. Like,
no.
Just dripping down.
No, dude. How do you order your steaks?
Medium. Everything's medium. No, but I just like you're telling me though you ate a medium burger, a medium steak, you think it would be disgusting for you to eat? Honestly.
Medium? No, wouldn't be as good though.
Okay, but it's not quite getting like well done.
No, yeah, well done. It's like especially well done steak. It's like rubber. You know, it's actually very hard to cook a well done steak because people normally overdo it, and it's just like rubber, chewy, not good.
Yeah,
dude.
no, I get that. So
Same thing with the burger, I think, dude.
yeah,
I don't know.
yeah. But like what I was saying with the toppings, I mean, I think a lot to a good burger is what the toppings are with it, or you would rather just ketchup.
I honestly, dude, would have to disagree. I think a lot has to do with the meat.
No, but I'm just saying your preferable burger. Is there like lettuce, tomato, ketchup?
I like some garnish, dude. Just lettuce, tomato, cheese,
Ketchup or
ketchup, and mayonnaise.
ketchup?
Yeah.
Okay.
Even just ketchup is fine. Even just mayonnaise is fine.
Onions or no?
No.
See, I lettuce, tomato, onions, maybe some bacon,
Oh,
little
no, I don't do bacon.
Southwest Chipotle,
No.
or gorgonzola. You like a gorgonzola burger?
I do enjoy gorgonzola. Yeah.
Very good. Bobby's Burger Palace, Weekend Sun.
Nice.
Great
dude.
burgers. The fry sauce.
Bobby Flay.
To die for.
So good.
To die for. So
I do like to change up the cheeses on the burger too. You know, I got
Yes.
cheddar or Swiss or gorgonzola,
Pepper
pepper jack as well. Always a good one. Horseradish.
horseradish in moderation.
Moderation.
In moderation. I miss Tad's Steakhouse. Are you familiar with that?
Tad.
Yeah.
Nope. Where is Tad's
I'm
Steakhouse?
sure he'll let us know.
Let's hold on. Tad's Steakhouse in New York.
Permanently
dude.
closed.
Permanently closed.
COVID-19
It
related.
was on 7th Avenue, New York. Never been. My family always more partial to Peter Luger's.
I was just gonna ask you. You've been there a bunch or no?
Oh yeah, dude.
Is it because I've never been. I mean, is it like 200 a steak?
To be honest, I've never paid for the meal there. I would imagine
That's like probably on the
it's
low
up
end.
there, dude. It's not
Yeah.
even like you never been there?
No,
Dude, they don't give you a menu.
really.
It's just you want steak, and then it's like yes, and they just give you steak and sides of veggies.
Okay.
No menus. There's sawdust everywhere. Just steak.
Sawdust.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
It's like sawdust on the floor, like from cutting wood.
But why is that
I don't know.
supposed to be like a good thing?
It's just Peter Luger's, dude.
Okay.
You don't ask
okay.
questions there.
All right.
You don't ask
Because I-
anyone. You don't even make eye contact.
Because I've been to Capitol Grill. I've been to Ruth Chris's.
Ruth Chris, also very good.
But I haven't been to Fleming's. I heard that
Mm.
was good. Blackstone's is actually nearby. I've been there twice. I don't know if you've ever been to a Blackstone's.
No.
Just opened one up within the last year or two in downtown Stanford. So definitely a place to check it out. You can get a Tad steak for $10. Well, I guess if they're out of
All right,
business, I
dude.
mean, why would they
Sure.
just give it away for free?
Yeah, I guess I don't know. I would say, dude, if you've ever come across a Wolfgang Puck
I've never eaten there, but I've come
Borgata,
across.
Atlantic City.
$50 for a burger at the
$50.
Borgata.
They have good burgers there, dude.
Yeah.
Metropolitan,
Okay, I have eaten at the Metropolitan. Good breakfast place.
great breakfast spot. They have a breakfast burger also.
Oh my god!
have a
But
fried egg on the
you,
burger.
you know what I haven't done is eat dinner at the buffet, or is it that's a no? You just got to go for breakfast.
I think I've done it once or twice. It's it's
Because of the breakfast, because you
Right.
get there a little later. They have the lunch stuff out there anyway.
exactly, dude. I would say dinner's good. They have like a big selection. You know, they have their pizza, they have Chinese food,
God,
the
imagine
carving
right now,
station.
Right now, I had to show Borgata buffet right.
I
now.
would put the hotel out of business right now.
That sounds very good. So sounds like you want to talk some NBA Monday. So
Oh, God.
3 games real quick. We're just gonna run them down here. 1-2 Celtics, 1-point favorite at the Charlotte Hornets, 3-0. LaMelo Ball, good start to the season here. Celtics, obviously disappointing loss opening night to the Knicks. Looking to get back on track. Any feel here, Tony?
LaMelo Ball, big fan.
Yes, gonna be a star. Already is a star.
Is a star. Isn't he? He just had a triple double not too
Yes.
recently, right? First NBA player to do it with 4 different teams. Am I wrong?
4 different teams.
3 different teams, maybe.
No, this is his second year. He's just been on the Hornets.
Really?
Yeah. His brother Lonzo.
Maybe that's what I heard, dude.
Yeah, because he's been on the Lakers, the Pelicans, and now the Bulls.
Their names
That's where you were.
throw me for a whirl.
And then you have Leangelo
Leangelo.
in the G League.
Ah.
But I mean, Celtics, Hornets.
Dude, Celtics don't really look so good, dude.
So you're saying Hornets, basically.
Yeah.
I'm gonna second that. Celtics fall to 1-3. disappointing start to the season. Wizards 2-0 against a team with a disappointing record in the Brooklyn Nets. 1-2, 7.5-point favorites here. I think they're getting a little overzealous with that number,
dude. Overzealous? Is that what you just said?
zealous, whatever it is.
It's overzealous.
But yeah, Mike's saying 3 different teams for Lonzo.
overzealous,
Like we
Renee.
said. Thank you, Michael.
Overzealous.
But I'm gonna say Nets win.
Mike's
Wizards cover.
That's it?
120. 118. Durant goes for 40.
Couldn't agree more, dude. 7.5 is a ridiculous margin, honestly, I think
Yeah.
at this point. The Nets look like they're going to have a bad season, dude.
42 wins.
Wow.
That is what it's all about because they suck. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, they don't
I don't know,
suck.
42 wins.
Just like I said, it's a collection of talent. It's not a team. There's no harmony, Tony. And that's why you're not going to get anywhere playing like that. So last game. So that one was NBA TV, 7:30. It's 10:30 NBA TV. You got the Blazers at the Clippers. Still looking for that first win. Mike's very high on Brandon Boston filling in for Kawhi.
Mhm.
Obviously they have Paul George, Lillard, of course, on the Blazers here. Do you think the Clippers, who come in 3-point favorites, get the job done?
I don't think
against the
so. I think
Blazers?
Lillard goes off. Clippers have no answer, and they fall 0-3, rather.
I'm going to second that. Blazers 130. Clippers 89. Wow. Embarrassed. Kawhi ramps up the rehab activity. And Mike says Lonzo and LaMelo's teams both sit atop the East. 1 for the Bulls, 2 for the Hornets. And he is correct. So kind of an interesting story, especially, LeVar kind of almost ruined it there for a little bit for both. It was like who would ever
my
that
God,
was a
dude.
conversation at one point when he was all over the media. Who wants Lonzo on their team? Nobody would want him. That's what
Yeah.
everyone said. He got silenced somehow when LeBron came to the Lakers, and he hasn't really been like, he was just all over the place. And I was so annoyed, and I understand, it was to make money, but it just,
Dude.
I just thought it was so obnoxious. And I
Yeah.
thought he really ruined his kid's career, especially LiAngelo taking him out, LaMelo taking him out of school. Luckily that worked out, but LiAngelo getting him out of UCLA, having him try to enter the draft and not getting a full college experience,
Right.
like an opportunity to grow. I just feel like he didn't let his boys be boys, honestly. And I think luckily Lonzo and LaMelo seem like they've done a good job with that, but I think it was in spite of him, not because of him.
Right. No, I think you're totally right. If I was his son, dude, I definitely would not really appreciate like my dad acting like that, honestly. Like, I think it's embarrassing, really. If I was his son playing a game, like, it was really, he made it more about himself than
Yeah.
about even his kids. Like,
And Mike says neither, and he's talking about Giannis's father for sure. So that's like some good insight there. And then also, this one's for you, Tony. Pete Pizzuto says top 5 quarterbacks right now. Go.
Pete, who?
Pizzato. Do you know him?
No, I can't say I do.
Just a quick top 5, no?
Oh, dude.
You want me to go?
Obviously, I guess Brady's got to be one, I guess, right?
Mhm.
Really can't 600. Oh, we didn't talk about this 600 passing touchdown he had.
Yeah, and then Mike Evans.
And
give
then
him
the
all
kid,
fam, and then he
yeah,
gives it
dude. Oh,
back,
what are you
gives
doing,
us
Michael?
Tickets, it's worth $500,000.
I would have held out for more, dude.
Oh my god.
Oh my
Couple
god.
signed
dude.
jerseys. Get out
Get
of here.
here,
Give me
bro.
season tickets for life.
Tom
on the
Brady, give me
sideline.
$50 million right now, Tom, and I'll
Yeah.
give you the ball, dude.
Unbelievable. So we're gonna
Oh.
let's do this collectively. So we'll say Brady 1.
Right.
Would you say Rodgers 2?
I guess
6-1
dude.
start.
He is still
I mean,
really good.
He's having a pretty good year. I know he's injured, but it's hard to argue Wilson 3.
At this point, come on. I don't know, dude.
I mean, and then
You know who's really surprised me this year?
Who?
Carr.
Carr has played well,
Yeah.
in spite of the whole Gruden fiasco. Second straight win yesterday, but either way, I mean, he's not sniffing a top 5.
You don't think, dude.
Not a chance. But obviously Patrick Mahomes,
Oh, really, dude?
tough start, but he's obviously there, of course. And Matt Stafford.
I don't know if he is there, dude. Well, they
He's
scored 3
there.
points this weekend?
Yes, I mean, embarrassed.
First time ever.
Embarrassed.
First time
He said,
ever.
"Don't say Lamar, LOL. Please know your list is correct so far." So your top 3 is on point, Tony. On point.
Top 3 being Brady, Rodgers.
Mahomes. And then I think Stafford. He's had a great start to
Yeah.
the season. Number 4. I mean, you got to give us something for number 5 here. It's not Lamar. Oh, Josh Allen. Done. And I think Allen maybe should swap with Mahomes because I think he's obviously.
Yeah, I think
better.
so too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At this time.
At this time,
we'll see.
Mahomes is trash.
But
Where'd you put Burrows, dude?
Burrow right outside. He's
6.
He's played great. Jamar Chase. They've developed that chemistry that they had at LSU. But Burrow is going to be great. Honestly,
Yeah.
it's just a shame that the Bengals have Joe Burrow. The Cardinals have Kyler Murray. Even the Jags have Trevor Lawrence, and the New York Jets.
Zach Wilson.
Because
Who is that, dude?
Because I just feel like, don't you agree though? Like if Trevor Lawrence was on the team, like he definitely would have shown more than what Zach Wilson has shown up to this point, despite the train wreck going around him.
Yeah,
so that's the thing that's just,
easily.
Man. But hey, Pete says while these guys know their football, refreshing and agree Burrow is a beast. So Pete, welcome to the program.
Wow, Pete, I appreciate you tuning in here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can't stand these people putting Lamar on the elite top tier quarterback. I mean, he's obviously
shown it yet.
He's played well this year,
Yeah.
other than yesterday. But,
Definitely developed his passing game.
Yes. So we'll see how he
more, so.
finishes off this year. And just a couple things on the way out to get to dinner, Tony. First thing, the first thing though, Stan with Kyrie had mentioned before about the work stoppage you're talking about. It's not, the deal's not hammered out until December. They're gonna put a freeze on free agency, and I am gonna go berserk. Is this happening, Tony?
No way, dude. There's no way at this point the MLB, the ownership they're gonna have to have a lockout. There's no way. They don't want to lose any more money. They want to continue with the season as per scheduled. They're just
as per scheduled. I mean, come on, Tony. I've had enough mispronunciations for me to get a kick out of you saying something that was a little off kilter.
Mispronunciations.
Is that what he said?
Yes.
Wait, I'm confused.
It's
pronunciation. Is that what it is?
No, it's mispronunciations.
Pronounce. No, honestly, I'm a little when it comes to the pronounce.
Renee's rolling over there.
When it comes to how you say things, I'm a little sensitive because one of my friends gets on my nerves because it's just every single word. Yeah, like I said, I've told him.
Oh, yeah, gives you big balls about it.
Just work for Merriam-Webster. Then, honestly, if that's what it's all about, work for Merriam-Webster. That's what I think, because it just people are gonna, say things the wrong way. I'm like gun shy of saying pronounce now because I'm gonna say it wrong, Tony. All right,
mispronounced. Mispronunciations.
Oh my god! But so
what are we talking about?
Baseball, the lockout. You're talking about
no, not gonna happen.
Easy at night, knowing that the Yankees aren't gonna be delayed.
Yeah, I think you'd be totally fine, dude. There's no way they're gonna lose any more money, given what happened with COVID and everything, and now they're gonna do a lockout. No freaking way. However, owners are pretty stubborn, dude.
It's so childish. It really is. It's
very childish, dude. I mean, you're billionaires, dude.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Major League Baseball made $11 billion last season.
Yeah.
$11 billion.
But so would you say though, like the players are greedy as well, but the owners are just more greedy? Is that what it is?
I think the owners are more greedy. The players, yeah, everyone is greedy, but the owners just seem like way more greedy. I mean, in terms of putting in work, I would have players doing a little bit more than the ownership.
Players, sitting up there while the fans get fat on popcorn and beer. They're just sitting up in their suite.
Right.
Just having Johnny Walker.
Mm-hmm.
Like how? So hopefully, that doesn't happen. And just, of course, it's turned into our Emmy award-winning segment.
Dude, before
Tony.
we move on from baseball, you gotta mention
the World Series tomorrow, the Braves, the Astros, Charlie Morton, what is it? Valdez getting the start for the Astros. Is that who it is?
Well, say this time 35 years ago, 1986. The Mets won the World Series 36 years ago, 35 years ago today.
Feels like it was yesterday.
I remember it so vividly, Brian. I was there.
Oh my god!
I just dropped ketchup on my left shoe, and I looked down, and all of a sudden they won.
And here we are. Honestly,
Mookie Wilson
as Matt Harvey trots out to the mound for the ninth inning. Yeah, I mean, it's like, can we just get something between both of us? Honestly, you know what I mean. At least, listen. Obviously, of course, number one priority. next year, Yankees returning to the Fall Classic, ideally against the Mets. But would you agree, just for the sake of both of us, at least if we could just get one of the teams there after all the long wait that we've had? Oh, God. Here we go. The Yankees have been there enough. The Mets, 86, all that.
Yeah, I would much rather see the Mets there than the Yankees.
Well, I'm saying the same thing, but I'm just saying if
You're
not,
saying the same thing. You'd also much rather see the Mets there than the Yankees. You just said that, Renee. You just said that.
No.
I said I would much rather see the Mets there than the Yankees. And Brian over here said, "Yeah, me too." The same thing.
Yeah, in regards to the Yankees, Sonny. In regards, okay. So I don't know if you pronounced it the right way. Okay,
Pronounced it. That is pronounced.
Personal pronouns, Tony. I don't even know. Anyway, though, as I was getting to, so of course, still
all right. NHL, let's go.
Yeah,
Rangers have won 4 in a row.
Rangers have won 4 in a row.
What do we have on the docket tonight, dude?
I'm going to let you take a look at the list. And just one thing, just so you know, I think it might be the heaviest favorite I've ever seen. The Coyotes, I think, are minus 410. So we're removing that one from the list because you could make that pick in your sleep. The Panthers are playing. Coyotes. You know what I'm saying? That one is eliminated.
5-0 Coyotes.
Yeah.
I would just put
A blind squirrel could make that pick. But the only thing is, though,
I don't know,
you
dude.
keep fading them. The
Exactly,
odds go
dude.
up.
The
The
odds
juice
go
is
up.
higher. And that's when you take it on the chin.
I'm telling you right now to put $25 in the Coyotes.
$25.
$25.
Just because it's going to pay out, obviously.
Why not, dude?
But you think they're probably going to lose 7-0. The thing that with them is it's not even like they're losing 3-2, 5-4. I mean, they're not even
Yeah,
scoring.
they're getting blown out, dude.
Yeah.
Which is really weird because they have Shane Gossespear on the team, former
For the Coyotes?
he was on the Flyers at the time.
Flyers, okay.
Defenseman.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm looking at the Coyotes team right now. I was
Oh.
like very intrigued by it.
They haven't
All
had a number one overall pick.
Ooh, dude. Stars, Blue Jackets, Dallas at minus 130.
The Blue Jackets?
I would take the Blue Jackets, dude.
We're going to call that the...
Stand
Well,
by here. Kings, Blues, St. Louis at minus 170.
Kings.
Wow.
Are they playing the Kings or not?
No, they're playing the Blues. Yeah, Blues, Kings, minus 170. How do you like those odds? You like minus 170?
I mean, it's heavy, but I just feel like the Blues have played like the better team this year. So I would favor, between those two games, going with the Blue Jackets.
Oh, wow. The Capitals at
Minus
Senators,
150.
minus 150.
Senators suck.
They're not terrible, but I mean, Washington's a better team.
Yeah. Road game, though.
I know, dude.
Tough one.
This is kind of a tough one. Injury report. Yeah, nothing crazy, dude. All right, dude. Stand by. What app is this? Is this ESPN?
ESPN? Yeah.
This is a pretty good app, dude.
Yeah.
I don't even have ESPN app.
What do you use?
NHL app.
So you just do each league, like the MLB app, the NHL app?
Yeah, pretty much, dude.
Yeah.
I like the MLB app. Pretty good.
Yeah. No, I think I showed you that one.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan, dude. As I'm looking here, St. Louis gives up on average goals 4 per game, 5. They score a lot of goals a game, dude. Only giving up 2.75. LA Kings on a 4-game losing streak right now. They started out 1-0. Now they're 1-3-1. I don't know, dude. I feel like obviously St. Louis 4-0. I would hit Caps over Senators, dude.
Really?
Yeah.
Confidence with conviction.
Conviction right now.
Your
dude.
lock of the
this
night.
Is it.
The Washington Capitals over the Ottawa Senators. And just some news that I just happened to see here. Packers play star wide receiver Devontae Adams on the COVID-19 list, and they have a game Thursday night in primetime against the Arizona Cardinals. So
he's guaranteed out, right?
If he's vaccinated, 2 negative tests will get him back in the mix, like Dougie would say.
Is he vaccinated?
I kind of think he is. I don't know though for sure, but just a guess.
Mm-hmm.
This will actually probably tell me on here, but that, I mean, we see what he does every week. I mean, it's just like you put it in the vicinity, he'll catch it. And it's just interesting too, because when he first came on, it's like a second round pick or something. He looked terrible. Like, drops left and right. And all of a sudden, I mean, I guess though, Aaron Rodgers throwing you the ball.
Right.
All
right, dude. Washington Caps tonight. Let's go.
Lock of the night.
Lock of the night. Put
does
25 on
say
the Arizona Coyotes.
Adams hasn't been forced to follow protocols for unvaccinated players. An indication he is vaccinated, like I said. So I hope though he gets on the field, because tell me though that could be your NFC Championship game, man. That's gonna be a good game out there.
Yeah, for sure, man.
A little better than the Browns and the Broncos from last week.
I had a good time watching that game.
Are you a little nervous about the Seahawks Saints game being exciting with some juice tonight? Might be watching the Senators game instead, right?
I will probably watch some hockey. However, the Manning broadcast, dude.
Yeah, you're pumped?
I'm pretty pumped. The last time they had the Manning broadcast was when Eli gave
double
the
birds
on national television, wondering how they can blur it out afterwards.
And you know what I hope? I don't know the schedule, but I hope next week, Giants on Monday Night Football against the Chiefs, I hope that they have this broadcast for them, because I would love to see Eli lay it into his former team.
No, I mean, I don't know why they wouldn't.
Because they could get blown out. Could be good TV. So I hope they add
great
it
TV.
If it's not there. Real quickly, on the way out, Tony, have you, I'm sure obviously busy schedule, this and that. Have you been able to catch some Ranger games so far?
Not as much as I would like to, dude.
Yeah. So maybe catch it tonight.
I've watched 2 full games, like start to finish.
Yep.
Caught a couple end of the games. But tonight, 7:00, might be kind of tough. We might be a little busy tonight.
Possibly
Renee.
a calzone or 2.
Food shopping involved. Probably won't even get to that tonight, to be honest.
Catch the third period, close game, flip it on, or
yeah, gonna need to do something, dude. Gotta watch it.
all right.
Need
Fair enough.
to watch.
And Michael on the way out says, definitely pumped for the Manning broadcast. Never watched it. Might want to tonight with the eyeball emoji.
Does the eyeball emoji come up?
Yeah, it's right there.
Interesting, dude.
Hey, so Michael will be tuning in.
Michael will be tuning in to the Manning broadcast. That is your lock of the night.
So one more time. It's the Capitals over the Senators.
Capitals over the Senators.
Lock of the night.
Also, dude, Coyotes.
Sneaky,
Sneaky.
but a little crazy. Kind of like putting like $100 on Match a Dealer. Like, you know what I mean?
All right, dude, and then do that. Put $100 on the Coyotes.
No, I'm saying it's similar. That's all.
Similar. Yes, no, I'm telling you, do it, dude.
But
I
honestly,
don't know,
though,
dude. Ooh, Spencer Knight is starting for the Panthers. Secondary. Want to know in the season.
So now you're saying, yeah, just put 20 grand on the Panthers then.
That'd be no. Put 20 grand on the Coyotes, dude.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Do that, dude. Do that. But honestly, though, I have to say, what a show today. Really got in depth. And I do appreciate the new fans we had today with Pete, and with Kyrie.
Of course, dude. You always do. Standing with Kyrie.
Yeah, I mean,
Gotta love it, dude.
part of our bloodline, Tony.
Our fans are literally our bloodline, dude. What's our runtime today, right now?
Runtime, just over an hour. So I mean, that's
So,
kind
no,
of
not bad.
And really, though, you think about it. I mean, that's a pretty. I'm trying to think of the right word. I mean, just a solid pace, given that we're covering all 4. I know baseball a little limited off day for the World Series,
Yeah.
this and that. But that's really packing it in. You know?
I would say so, dude. I mean, just you and I, not much from the third person here in the room. So
Yeah,
we had
Renee
to-
does like calzones. Though,
We know she has like calzones, and she makes fun of Barnes's words.
Yeah. So she's on the ball when
It's
it
all
comes to
very
that.
correct.
Wow. I mean, I don't know if I can even follow that.
That's it
Yeah,
for
you
me,
can't,
folks.
dude.
But honestly, great job behind the glass by Renee today. And I mean, what a show, Tony. What a life. Obviously. But before I say that, Michael says, don't need to go 4 hours like the Michael K show and drag it along.
I mean, I guess. I don't know. I feel like they're entertaining enough.
My dad was actually saying today, he just randomly brought it up. He's like, Yeah, you know, I really don't like Michael K. Like, I was
him
like,
as a person?
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, listen, like, I don't hate him, but it's just like I could see he's just definitely a little arrogant. You know what I mean? I know the word
Arrogant.
again, arrogant, Tony, arrogant. Okay,
It's all right, dude.
but like I could see that though. I could see why
he is. Oh my god,
like it doesn't piss me off, but I see that. I see that. in him.
yeah,
he just thinks he owns everything.
he thinks very highly of himself, and it's a shame because, you know, it's also kind of funny though because when people talk about him in a negative manner, he gets so tight.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's so funny, dude.
And Mike says, "Oh my god, I knew Tony would give that Michael King answer. Knew it. Yeah, I guess so. Seems like a nice guy though."
Did I say that? I didn't say that.
I don't know, but it just,
I honestly don't think he does seem like a nice guy.
that does seem like a Michael King answer.
He seems like the type of guy that would fucking rip apart a waiter for bringing him like the wrong drink or something.
Yeah, he does.
You know?
he does. So I don't know how
Just
he works
bullshit,
with
dude.
Peter Rosenberg.
That's what happens when you're a Yankee fan, you know.
Right. But I think this is a good stopping point, Tony. Honestly,
I can keep going, dude. 3 more hours.
But honestly, what a show, what a life, and of course, thank you to all of our fans for tuning in. Keep commenting, liking, subscribing. Tony, one more time.
You're our bloodline, baby.
We'll see ya mañana.
Hey guys, Tony here from Downtime TV checking in. I want to thank all our fans out there who's been liking, subscribing, sharing our content. You guys are the best. You guys are our bloodline. You make us love what we do. Thanks again.